There we go. There we go. I need to see if the YouTube thing shows up on the side because, like, I don't know. Streaming with one monitor is, like, genuinely really difficult. Oh, it kind of does show, doesn't it? Streaming with one monitor is, like, genuinely really difficult. Oh, it kind of does show, doesn't it? But do this will show. Let's mute that so it doesn't go in an endless loop. Oh, okay. So that's doable, I guess. That's fine. We need the link. Do I have the link? Cause I wanna copy paste the link without showing my YouTube page. How to do that? I guess I could go on Discord. That's what I'll do. I'll go on my phone. God, it's so finicky. It's so hard to do this when you only have one output. Okay. So, hopefully people join because this is kind of impromptu. I'm doing this because I don't want to leave you guys in the dark too much. I know you guys like this game. You know, all 3 or 4 of you. You guys like this game, right? No data. What? No data? How's that even possible? How's that even possible? Did my Wi-Fi die? Oh, it's just trolling. YouTube's just loves to troll. God damn it. Okay. Ugh. No data, what? That's not what I need to see. I need to see. There we go. Excellent connection. There we go. Doing it on my phone. F-A-N for fan. This is hard. Streaming without the second monitor. Where's the audio? Oh god. Oh right, I forgot I did that. I hate how like the actual Danganronpa games and the fan games don't have like a volume slider as efficient as this. Like holy crap, it is so useful. Like genuinely. So I'm thinking that, you know, it's Hell Week right now at school. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of projects. I know Daniel is kind of drowning right now. He has a big project tomorrow. Shah doesn't go to our school, of course. She lives in Israel. But she had like her phone break recently, so she's not nearly as active as before. And also I think she also just has like club stuff right now. So yeah, no, just me again because that's how these streams go. And to tell you the truth, I have not had the best time. Like Tuesday today was actually pretty okay because like 5 things were canceled. Some of these things were like announced at like let's say 9 o'clock. We're gonna do this in 30 minutes, and then everyone just forgot about it because like everyone's just burnt out at the moment. Like it's only been 2 days. Well, Tuesday was when people were burnt out, so technically it was only 1 day into Hell Week, and everyone was just giving up already. And like, yeah, I get it. It's super demotivating. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why the teachers here think it's like interesting to put like everything on 1 week. It's like spread it out. It's not funny. It's not a gimmick. It's just it destroys our lives. But we're not here for that. We're here for Danganronpa. So let's have fun. Oh, by the way, the thumbnail was made by Finn. I don't know if she's gonna show up to the stream. Granted, it is like I guess it's like Tuesday night for her, so maybe she'll show up. But yeah, no, I mean, great thumbnail. I look like Echo. Like it genuinely kind of looks like me, which is amazing. I don't usually have characters look like me, so Finn was nice enough to like add sunglasses to make it like even more me. But yeah, no. A deep pulsing darkness filled every crevice and fold, bleeding straight through the razor-thin butt cracks, drifting unevenly through the nauseating black sea and stifling destitute vacuum. Obscurity murmured and bubbled beneath the heavy velvet pall. Excuse me. Completing vibrations through the void pounded and shook the air with a stiff, rich chord. The staccato hum echoed, threatening to break the eclipsing shadow. I think, for me personally, I don't usually stutter a whole lot. I think, like, I don't know, like, when I'm alone, I guess I stutter a lot more than usual. Echo! 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 Ouch! I opened my eyes as a swift and sharp pain struck my face. Why is it third person? Am I someone else now? Hey, what gives? Missy was standing over there, her hands poised in a way that just suggested she was the one who firmly woke me up. I'm sorry, Echo, but I had to wake you up. I shook you, but you didn't react, so... I blinked several times as I rubbed my left cheek, my vision adjusted to their surroundings. Hello! Welcome to the stream, Fen. Hope I'm not too late. No, you are not too late. We just began. I was just talking about the thumbnail, which is awesome. Let's actually make it a bit smaller so that I can see. Hopefully that doesn't affect the stream too much. I can't see because I only have one monitor. It's gonna be difficult, but I only have one monitor. It seems it was either Missy or Ashley's personal room. I sat up in bed to see Ashley sitting at the foot of the bed just in front of me. Missy was on the left in a spare chair. Ashley, Missy, what happened? Well, for starters, it's about 9:15 p.m. You seem to have passed out after the trial earlier this evening. Ashley and I were concerned, so we've been monitoring to make sure you were safe. However, I was worried. You stopped. I didn't read that. You stopped breathing. I stopped breathing? I can't have you leaving us so shortly after we lost two of our other two friends. I hope that your newfound title of Ultimate Memory does not begin to fail you so soon. Ultimate Memory? Echo Pine, Ultimate Memory. Oh yeah, that's just me. That's literally just me. That's right. Just yesterday, I thought I was an ordinary student with no extreme talents or skills, and yet, in the courtroom, a revelation came to light, and I was given the unique title of Ultimate Memory. But whatever that entailed, I wasn't too thrilled, because despite that revelation, it wasn't the strangest thing to occur. Most, like, anime boys with, like, very generic faces are just me, like the Onceler. He's not an anime boy, but, you know, Eren Yeager, I guess, if, like, you kind of, like, squinted a bit. Like, this guy, Echo Pines, that's just me. Daniel is just, like, every, like, stereotypical kind of nerd character, like Birdly, I guess. So, yeah. Like, if Daniel didn't wear the glasses, he'd be, like, I don't know if he'd be in my boat, because I feel like I have a more generic face. He has a more, like, I don't want to say, like, chubby, but, like, you know, like, baby face-ish. So it's, like, he's more, like, Makoto characters, you know? I'm more basic bitch characters, you know? Yes, the Onceler, what a great anime boy. Everyone's favorite. Tumblr sexy man of the year, the Onceler. You're both nerds, end of story. Nerds, end of story. Too, like, uncultured to be a nerd. I guess I'm, like, a film nerd, but even then, I'm, like, I wouldn't fit in with, like, other film nerds. I don't know. I bit my back and were tears through the Pandora and art. The truth was hard to swallow. Throughout the trial, many of us struggled finding footing in the discussions. None of us wanted to believe any of it. The murder! And following it, the execution. The three of us sat in silence, haunted by the dark happenings of the courtroom. I looked solemnly at the other two. Missy and Ashley told us all, a tapestry of remorse and distress. Well, what's important is you're all right now, Echo. Yeah, thanks to you two. I'm relieved, even though I'm the murderer. Ashley's voice was a whisper. First the door tap, then this. Door trap. We exchanged words, but we knew that the emotion alone was how heavy our hearts weighed. Missy breathed a tense sigh. Just the other day, Missy was so comprised. But now, a voiceless curtain hung over us. There were so many things to address, but our fear choked our dialogue. I looked up to see Ashley's tearful gaze, and looking past her, I saw something bright sitting on the cabinet in the corner of her personal room. It was a helmet. Ash? Huh? What is it, Echo? That helmet over there. When we first met up, I remember you saying you didn't have any personal possessions, but... of course I have clothes, you fucking pervert. Yeah, I didn't mention it on the first day. I just didn't want to talk about it then. Sorry, you don't have to. No, I think this should be brought up. Ashley's face sunk. She turned to face the cobalt blue item. I'm sure you can recall what I told you about the person this helmet belongs to. I nodded gently and Ashley sighed deeply. Missy was quiet, politely listening. It's a NASCAR helmet. I got in a fight with my friend, another ultimate student, Silva Prower. Silva Prower? Isn't, like, Tails' name, like, Miles Prower or something like that? Is that, like, what they're referencing? I don't know. Silva Prower. Race car driver. The fight was about the very preservation project we're involved with now. The project was but a slow whisper among ultimate students. Word was that we would be offered state-of-the-art living and protection, seeing as our talents would be of worldly benefit. As soon as I received my offer to join, I couldn't say no. I asked Silva if he'd accepted, but Silva declined, wholly disagreeing with the whole offer vehemently. He doubted the validity of the private group that only existed in the hope hearsay of the strangers. But what position was I to deny safety when I'd been offered so graciously? With our differing opinions on the matter coming to a clash, we eventually gave up on me entirely. Yet against my wishes, I made my attempt to get his name in. And look at where we are now. Ashley began to tear up and buried her head in her hands. I'm such an idiot. Silver and Miles, Tails Prower are both Sonic. Are you serious? Which is interesting because, like, this software, I guess, Ren.p or whatever, Ren.py, was also what, you know, the same software that made the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog game. So it's really interesting that there's a Sonic reference here. Hey, look at you being cultured. I am, like, uncultured. Silver Prower? I'm such an idiot. Her voice trembled. Ashley, you're not an idiot for caring about your friend's well-being. I was foolish for thinking that killing him would go away if I removed Echo from being involved in my troubles. Being involved with ultimate students only leads to ultimate levels of trouble. But I was wrong for thinking I could shoulder tragedy on my own. Ashley looked at me with pleading eyes. They were filled with sorrow and regret. I'm sorry, Echo. I realize now that it's more important than ever that we stick together. She grasped my hand firmly, but her own hands were shaking from fear. It was only natural. I felt a tear fall from my face onto the back of Ashley's hand. Missy's voice slipped in. Why don't we get something from the dining hall to unwind? Everyone seems rather tense, and I think taking a beat could help us de-stress. Huh? How could you think of getting a snack at a time like this? I heard my voice cry in desperation. Pandora and Art's lives were just taken away, even though we didn't see Art get taken away, and Pandora's was pretty basic. He just used a towel, but whatever. I'm sorry, but I don't think we're at the sound mind now. That's right, we shouldn't waste time doing nothing. Then what do you suggest we do? We need to escape. Missy, you're the ultimate tactician. I'm begging you. Come up with something, anything, any sort of plan to get us out of here. Echo is crying. Ooh, he's a bitch boy, just like JPEG. I don't know about that. What's the point of ultimate talents if we can't do anything with him? Missy flinched. She looked away, attempting to hide her reaction. I realized what I just said. I'm sorry. I went too far. I don't think I've like cried in the last like I don't want to sound too cocky. No, I definitely have. I can think of one incident, but like I think like the problem is that I like cry when it's like really personal things, but like nothing really personal has happened in the last like year, honestly. Like there have been asshole teachers. I've been like angry, but I haven't like cried. Because, like, pandemic, so for the, like most of the last year was a pandemic, so it was like, I can't really get connected to people if we're all in lockdown. I'm sorry, I went too far. Echo, it's fine. However, Missy's words betrayed her emotion. She must have felt tense after everything as well, but she tried to retain her composure nonetheless. I let out a deep sigh. I'm sorry for losing my temper. You're right, a snack could clear my head. Missy's expression eased, but she said nothing. Rather, she slowly got up and offered a hand for me. She helped me out of bed, and we quietly made our way to the dining hall. Silva Prower. Let's look at what Silva Prower looks like. I'm curious. The halls were eerily quiet, as if even the sounds were draped underneath the shadow of the evening lighting. Watch Missy be the killer. I don't know. She seems like super important to be, chapter 2 killer. But then again, there are only 3 chapters in this game. Like, if it was, like, the usual 6-chapter structure, I'd be like, she's gonna last till, like, chapter 5 at least. But since there's only 3 chapters, I don't fucking know. In the dining hall, we saw Forte sitting in his lonesome. Oh, yeah, Silver Prower. That is a white hedgehog guy. Nice. Fuck, was the evening, folks? Forte's voice is low and humble, his posture stone. He sat with his hands clasped on the table, resting before the dining table centerpiece. Pandora's basket pastries. I don't know why my nose is getting clogged. Like, it wasn't earlier. I don't know. Is it because I'm talking too much? I don't know. It's weird. It wasn't clogged earlier. Forte. Missy's idea to get a snack was quickly dashed when we met the memento of Pandora. My stomach was twisted. Are you alright, Forte? The answer was plainly painted on his face. No one was of sound mind after what we'd witnessed. Even though he didn't answer outright, the question alone gave him a bit of comfort. Indeed, it would be a while for me to get those terms proper, but toujours in horse place on shoot. What the fuck? Always arise after a fall. Always rise? Pain exists so we can grow and learn from it. What we do in this feeling of misfortune is what will motivate us to move forward. We must learn from tragedy and grow forward. It's really all we can do. I imagine Art was deserted. Regardless, his generous fixings, being driven to companionless corner like that would make anyone else miserable. And being here now when our friends Missy and Ashley as well as others should teach us that we all have friends around us who would feel anguish without one another. Alas, it is hard for us to think clearly when your mind has been clouded by despair. I feel terrible for Art. His swirling, desolate emotions pushed too far. You love the voice I gave him? He's just James from Pokemon. I wish to make it known that I care for you all deeply. Forte's melancholic voice stung my heart. Missy and Ashley themselves had a wistful look in their eyes as they nodded in assentment. We hardly knew each other, but I could feel a bond of our adversity bringing us closer together, our camaraderie knit together by taut strings of fear. If I may, as a precaution, I suggest we travel alone. It's too dangerous to be without a witness in the event something were to happen. It's not as though I wish to entertain, but such steps may be necessary if we're going to be forefront of the killing game's unpredictability. Why the fuck did he point that out? He's just James from Pokemon, that's what he is. I agree, but not only that. Cyrus's intense behavior could pose a potential problem. Huh? What happened to Cyrus? Well, after the trial, you remember what Zero said, correct? Yeah, Cyrus Suryak is someone to be wary of. Ultimate charisma is a terrible cover talent. I think Cyrus is either the traitor or just like this big fucking red herring. Like, this game doesn't really have a rival, which is like, I get it. It's not, it's Danganronpa Jr. basically, so that's fair. But like, I don't know. There's just like no rival character, and that's what's so interesting to me. After you collapse. Cyrus is evil. I don't know. I have no idea. I think he's the traitor, but like I think like they're pointing it out. That's what's making me sus. Like they wouldn't point out like, oh, the obvious mastermind is this guy. Like that's what they did with spoilers, but Kokichi in V3, right? Like in chapter 5, he was like, oh, Kokichi's the mastermind. It's like, no, he's not. No, he's not. There's still one chapter to go. It seems too early. Like I feel like they'll be like, Cyrus is dangerous, and then someone's gonna kill him. So it'll be like, oh, I tried taking down the mastermind, which makes sense because he has green hair, and people killing the wrong guy with with green hair is a common thing, right? I don't know. What's his voice again? Fuck. It was just like, cool boy. It seems I've gathered some distrust among you all. No thanks to that lousy Zero. Also, hello, Enderlights. Huh. Cyrus, what is Zero talking about? There's no use hiding it. I think a reintroduction is only appropriate. Cyrus Syriac, the ultimate confidential informant for the Preservation Project. You're with the Preservation Project? Of course. I rally you all here after all. So what's with this facade? You're in this game too, after all. Did you think you could keep us in the niceties all the way through? That's for me to know. And all you need to know is this. You're all doomed from the moment you set foot here. I know for a fact. Nothing you do will save you from this game. God, so evil. There's never been a nice person named Cyrus. What about Miley Cyrus? Or Billy Ray Cyrus. Cyrus from Pokemon. He's like the most evil motherfucker ever, so. Or the most obvious evil motherfucker ever. To be fair, I don't think Pokemon was ever trying to hide their villains. Like, fucking Lysander or whatever from X and Y. It's like, my god. Were they trying to make that a twist? Because like it feels like they were trying to make it a twist, but they did it in the most obvious way possible. I don't know. And then he crept out of the courtroom, leaving us all confused, to say the leastest. After that, Missy and I rushed to your room so we could get some rest. Say and Cannon have been... Oh, by the way, I figured out the pun with, say, Seika. Or, fuck. It was like Seika or whatever, and I think that's like a watch company, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Say and Cannon have been unresponsive all evening. I don't know how Lila is faring, but he's still in a similarly despondent shape. They've all returned to their rooms as far as I know. However, if anyone would like to explore, find a partner to keep yourself safe. I'm using the wrong voice. I cannot guarantee everyone's safety, nor can I force everyone to follow my lead. But I hope you know I wish for everyone's safety. God damn it, Missy! I wanted you to be the fucking rival. Why are you nice? Stop being nice. Missy was strange. She was to protect everyone, but it was difficult since none of us knew what could happen next. I'm awfully curious about something, though. As we were returning to the foyer in the courtroom, I noticed there was a button for the third floor lit in the elevator. Third floor? I saw that too. Missy, do you want to investigate the third floor? It's late, but I did want to make a brief round to see what's in store for us. I'll come with you. Echo, do you want to go back to the room for some proper rest? I imagine you've been fatigued lately. My stomach was in it off. I didn't want to leave Ashley. No, it's fine. I'll come with you. I feel kind of restless anyway. Walking around could help. Okay. Don't push yourself further, all right? I nodded slowly. If you folks are going to explore, would you mind seeing me off to my living quarters? Missy and Ashley obliged, and we all left to the dining hall together. Whee! In the foyer. Entering the elevator again, we traveled to the third floor that had been recently opened up. After a low rumbling, the elevator stopped, revealing the new area. Ooh, it's like a banquet hall. A digital kiosk was outside the elevator, displaying a map of the grounds as we approached. The third floor landing hall led to a single main hall that split into 4 rooms, 2 on each side. 4 new activity amenities are available to us. I have to check the YouTube thing every once in a while because I only have one monitor, and, I don't want the stream to disconnect, and, I don't realize it for, 30 minutes. That'd be really bad. On the left, there's a smoke lounge connected to the casino, and to the right, there's an art gallery next to the garage. But of course, they're closed from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, Missy's voice trailed off. I followed her gaze to smaller hallways that surrounded the perimeter of the main activity rooms. Familiar doors dotted the hallways. An unknown school emblem decorated the door, but Missy's eyes were transfixed on one. That's... And Ashley herself was looking at the other door that bore a similar emblem on it that I had seen on the race car helmet earlier. Huh? There was another set of personal rooms on the third floor. Missy and Ashley looked at each other in astonishment. They swiftly ran to their respective doors, but before they could do anything, I see you've met the rest of your classmates. His flat, disembodied voice sent a chill up my spine. The two of them swung around to see Cyrus in the dark corner of the hallway. Cyrus continued, disregarding Missy and Ashley's grim faces. Oh shit. It's too late. Silva and Darling, they're out of the picture. Ashley and Missy reacted to their respective names. I remember Ashley telling me about Silva, so the other unknown was in relation to Missy. The atmosphere was suddenly heavy with paralyzing glares that sent every which way. Cyrus is a bad boy. Why do you know this? What exactly do you plan to do with these threats? He shrugged indifferently, uncornered with answering questions tossed his way. Cyrus, who are you? I'm the Preservation Project Informant. I was chosen to handpick the class that appears for this game. His lyric eyes pierced the very air between us. But Echo Pine, they're different. I was immobilized by the sudden mention of my name. I didn't even know if I was breathing. The three stood at the stalemate, a palpable dread radiating from their deadlocked eyes. Please, stop your facade. Facade? You heard Zero in the trial. The Cyrus you knew before wasn't the real me. He blew in my cover, so I'm here in full form. But hey, that's you make him sound like a less high Kai. No, he's Bad Pat. I don't know. I guess. That's the voice, when we do play Danganronpa 2, that's the voice I'm going to give Nagito, because I'm obviously going to have to be Nagito. That's the voice I'm going to give him. It'll just sound like Kai, but like the high-pitched Kai. Hey, it's me, Nagito, what's up? I don't know. I need practice, but yeah, he'll just be high-pitched Kai. Anyway, Cyrus let his threat linger. The astringent potential for disaster assessed a dead weight at the bottom of my stomach. Missy and Ashley closed on the other side of me, bracing themselves against his possible machinations. But he just sulked away, Cyrus' husky low laugh melting into the darkness. I was dizzy with fear, but Missy's firm voice kept me grounded. Hurry, let's return to the living quarters. She grabbed my hand, leading me through the dark towards an elevator that was some way behind us. We hustled into the elevator and rode back to the main foyer. Whee! Oh, there are 3 viewers right now. Who's the third one? There's a third person here. Back in the foyer, soft light from the chandelier glittered, delicately lighting the main hall. Then we crossed paths with Cannon, who was isolated in the foyer once again. Cannon? Ashley's voice was a whisper that didn't seem to reach Cannon's ears. We slowly approached her with a cold expression, but our face gave off a different demeanor somehow. Rather than an icy gaze, we were met with a stony, soulless stare. Cannon, are you alright? Cannon, are you alright? I saw her come to, her eyes softening as she turned towards us. She murmured a quiet affirmation. Her cold exterior melted in a brief moment of vulnerability. Then my curiosity got the better of me, and I capitalized on the brevity of the silence. Cannon, I have to know. Why do you run away when I collapsed from the electrocution? It's only natural to fear when you see someone getting hurt. Huh? I was frightened. It's odd. I wanted to leave this mansion as soon as I woke up, but something stopped me. She gripped the instant camera she had hung from her short wrist strap. When I woke in my personal room with only this camera in my possession, I couldn't help but feel unnerved, so I stood in the foyer, wanting to leave, but felt unable to due to a mysterious bad feeling. As it turned out, that feeling was right. After I saw you scream and collapse, my suspicions were confirmed, but I didn't know what to do. I waited for someone, anyone, to come and seize you so they could handle it. Forte, you know what happens from here. I left someone else to help you because I didn't want you to deal with that event. Although her face was no less intelligible than before, her voice was shaking. She was just as scared, if not more than I was. She desperately wanted to protect herself from being the one who had to point out the culprit as long as possible, knowing she couldn't delay the inevitable revelation. Cannon sighed heavily. Excuse me, I'm going to bed. Cannon briskly walked through the living quarters. Missy and Ashley gave Shannon a soft good night each as they retired for the night. With nothing left to do in the dark area of the night, we followed suit to our individual rooms. Ashley stopped me for a moment in the living quarters hall. Echo, let's take care of each other, yeah? Of course. That doesn't need saying. Ashley mumbled something but cut herself off. Instead, she gave me a hug. I closed my eyes and allowed myself to be swathed in the comfort of her embrace. Good night, Echo. I'm gonna kill you now. Good night, Ash. Entering my personal room, I felt more alienated. This personal room. The comfort and luxury must have been fabricating, creating a false sense of comfort. And behind that sense of comfort, a facade of terror and malice were hiding. A killing game with no remorse for the participants. I shook my nerves out and collapsed on the bed. I need to go to bed for a long, long time. Exhaustion overcame me and another day would come past. No dream? Is there going to be like a dream where he does a multiple choice quiz again? That was funny. He should do that again. How long have I been streaming? Day 4. I wonder how long I've been streaming. 25 minutes. We're at a good pace. We're at a pretty good pace, I feel. Every fire is a lesson learned. What? Who could that imply? Because the last one was like French, so I was able to. Well, no, I didn't get it. I wasn't able to deduce that it was the French girl, Pandora. But I wonder if like this title is like meant to represent someone. I don't know who would represent fire though. Oh, he's dead. Like maybe she would, but she's already dead. Like watches, photos, memory, I guess, opera singer, charisma, puzzle. Like no one really resembles fire. So I don't know. Then again, here's another thing. There was like opera sounds. There's like music, and I really thought Forte was gonna have something to do with chapter one, and he really didn't have anything to do with the murder. And to be fair, the murder was very simple. It was just choke with a towel, boom, done, which I found kind of odd. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I get that this game, you can't do the truth bullets, you can't do the comic. It's very limited with what it can do, but like, there's like only 2 pieces of evidence. I thought that was so strange. But yeah, knock knock. 3 episodes in, and you're still hooked on this. She's not gonna kill anyone. She will. Ashley's gonna be the twist murderer, right? Like if you have like a friend in these death games, then you're not gonna make it out alive. All right, you're gonna lose your friend immediately. The fact that she survived chapter 1 is a miracle. Huh? Who's this? Pardon me, but good morning. It's Missy Vesper, outside for Echo. I looked at the time, 7:29. Good morning, Missy. I'll be right out. Take your time. I stopped the alarm before it rang out and made myself presentable. I stepped out of my personal room to greet Missy. I noticed she was clutching a small item folded in cloth. Before I could ask about it, she started through the halls and followed alongside her. What's going on? I'm gathering students for a personal announcement. I will elaborate when we arrive in the foyer. She raised the small item, indicating it was going to be the subject of the meeting. You're the last student I approached. Those who won't be present did not answer when I knocked. However, when I approached Sei, she replied through the door that she wasn't going to move at all. She said that if she was going to die, it would happen regardless of what she did. What? It was a shockingly fatalistic thing to say, but I wasn't going to force her out. Ah, that girl, Sei, worries me. Do you think she'll do anything dangerous? I'm sorry. I meant that I will worry her for her well-being. I don't wish to be too demeaning in any case. She may be offended or take it the wrong way, but... Missy sighed. She seemed to be upset that she couldn't do anything to help Sei. I'm sure Sei appreciates your sentiment. We just do what we can, right? I apologize. You're absolutely correct. Missy's expression eased as we finally arrived in the main foyer. In the foyer, I saw a small group of students Missy gathered. The group was composed of Forte, Cannon, Ashley, Missy, and myself. So Lyle, Cyrus, and Sei couldn't make it? I'm not surprised Cyrus is absent given his behavior last night. And Lyle should be a person of concern as well, since he was so distraught from the conclusion we came to, discovering Art was the culprit behind Pandora's death. Art just wanted to protect us. It's not his fault Pandora did an incredibly suspicious note. I don't imagine seeing her with a note help. What with his head being so full of distress? That note is fairly damning. I never would have thought she was in possession of such an oddity. But despite that, I feel like she had good intentions. Here's my thing with this game that I'm like piecing together now. Like, I feel like in the actual Danganronpa games, what's really interesting for me is that like all the characters are kind of like sus. It's like there's like this sense of doubt, but I really don't think there's anyone sus but Cyrus and Lyle. Like all the other and Forte, so it's just the guys really. Like all the guys, I'm like sus, and all the girls are like, yeah, they're innocent, they wouldn't hurt a fly, right? Maybe there's some Mekon stuff going on, and like definitely with Ashley, like there's definitely something going on with Ashley. She's evil as fuck, but like for the most part, it's like I'm not super skeptical of anyone, which might be genius writing, but it's like. I don't know, Cyrus, Lyle, Forte, they just seem so obviously like, oh, there's shit beneath the surface, Like, I don't know. I feel like, at least with the actual Danganronpa games, they always pull the wool over my eyes. But I don't know, maybe this game is just playing its cards slowly, She specifically pulled me aside to ask if she knew anything about the contents. That doesn't seem to be something a mole would do, right? We wondered the source of the note, but we couldn't presume much about it without the strange item in our hands. Our morning was already off to a rocky start. That brings me to what I've gathered you all here for. Everyone is sus. There's no suspicion on Sonia at any point ever. No, there is. There's a little bit. Like, in chapter 2, I think she was a red herring with the wetsuit or whatever. Like, I remember being like, she wore a wetsuit, so she could cover the blood. And then chapter 5, with, like, the bombs or whatever, she was, like, separate from the group. She was, like, defending Chiaki or whatever. Wasn't Sonia, like, the one who had the evidence against Chiaki? Whatever. So Sonia had a few moments. Like, I don't know. Like here I'm like, and again the game could very well pull the wool over my eyes, but it's like Missy, she seems like straight up like cool, right? Like I don't have any sussiness on Missy, and granted I she's kind of like the Byakuya type, and I probably didn't have any ill will towards Byakuya just because he's so obviously the rival, and it's never really the rival in these games. But like I don't know, like the mastermind is never really the rival in these games, but like I don't know. Missy at the floor, taking the elevator, the centerpiece, what? Comprehensive table, the centerpiece table, while the rest of us encircle the opposite side. Please do not be alarmed when I show you this. She placed a small cloth-wrapped item she had been carrying from the wooden table. I thought this was going to lead us to an Among Us joke. Everyone is sus. It was a revolver with a note. Oh god, this is just 999. What the hell? This is a 999 thing. Missy, what's the meaning of this? I told Echo before, but I'll reiterate for the rest of you as well. She has no suspicion, so does that make her the most suspicious? Maybe. Could be. Could very easily be. Sometimes, what's the saying? Sometimes a duck is just a duck. No, I don't know if that's the saying. What's the saying? Sometimes something is just a something. Sometimes a knife is just a knife. I don't know what the saying is, but it's like, yeah, maybe they are just, maybe these meek characters are obviously just meek characters, just meek. Upon my arrival in the personal room, I found this revolver. Read the note tied to the handle. Ken looked over and read carefully from afar. As a student interested in working in the preservation project, one must attempt their hand in a single round of reverse Russian roulette. We believe every ultimate student should be destined to live and change the world. It will surpass the incredible game of chance, no matter the odds. We know how much you love her. It's just a Celeste case over. No, I fucking hate Celeste. Reverse Russian roulette? Is that what Nagito did? A game of unbelievable chance. 5 out of 6 of the chambers the gun are occupied with a bullet. The player is to spin the chamber, lock the chamber and place the gun barrel against their own head, pull the trigger and hope to survive. Without knowledge of whether or not the bullet will be fired, your life is in the hands of fate. Huh? That's absurd! What are the possible odds of surviving that? The odds are far too high to take a chance on. One would have to be inconceivably unfortunate. You didn't play, right? Who would dare risk a game, such a gamble if they were not certain they would survive? Missy's jaw clenched. Did she really not play the round? That said, I am showing my hand because I want to suspend my disbelief. Huh? I sincerely want to trust you all, so I hope you can trust me as well after I reveal this wretched thing. I wish for you to believe that no danger is to be contrived from me, as I have no intention to harm any of you. She carefully folded the cloth back to the revolver. Have any of you heard the concept called the Stockdale Paradox? God, are we gonna do some fucking 999 monologue? It's gonna be funny. Or sorry, the Zero Escape monologue? God damn. I can't say that I have. I'll explain. It's a philosophy of duality. Named after the vice presidential candidate, the Stockdale Paradox is a concept in which one must never lose faith that they will prevail in the end, while still confronting the cruel facts of their reality. It's a paradox of itself. An individual has to be able to balance the horrors of reality with an optimism of success to truly be able to overcome the worst situations. This mindset, the acknowledgement of two sides, is paramount in achieving one's goals. One mustn't be so hopeful that they ignore the gravity of their grave surroundings. In our case, we must be banking the hope that we will escape the clutches of this place against the despair of ultimate death within the walls. The 4 of us were petrified. Hope? Despair? Danganronpa? It was hard to process. Thank you for placing your trust in us, Missy. We will not let you down. Cannon remained silent, but nodded in agreement at Forte's statement. Thanks, Missy. You're risking a lot, but none of us plan to kill. Then there really shouldn't be anything to worry about. Of course, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. We're all reasonable people, but fear is a powerful tool. By showing you this item and telling you my intentions, I hope to dispel any fear among us. I see. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding. I couldn't believe how bold Missy was being. Hope and despair, Danganronpa reference. Woo! She could have easily left the gun in her room out of sight, especially out of our realm of existence, where no one could cause harm with it. But she was venturing with high hopes, and our group truly had no ill will. Everyone agreed, and no one would dare fire the gun. Even so, a game of killing, a weapon presented itself seemingly out of nowhere. Stranger so, it seemed that some students were left some sort of item in their rooms upon waking up. First, Cannon remarked upon her camera, then Ashley seeing Silva's racing helmet, and finally Missy with a revolver. But I also recall Forte having something that was seemingly out of place for the mansion. When he took care of me after I was shocked, he had... Is it bad that I don't remember? I'm gonna say a mask, because he's like an opera singer, so like Phantom of the Opera, haha. Oh, okay. They were messing in the theater, but not his personal room. Sheet music. That's right. He was leafing through some sheet music. I wonder... What is the meaning of this? Crash. As I pondered the strange trend, a sound of glass shattering filled the room. Crash. Clang. Our group looked at each other, and for a moment before running off to the source of the sound. Did someone die? Through the dining hall in the kitchen, the sound became louder and louder. We found Lyle in the kitchen itself in a state of disarray. Broken glass and battered metal littered the floor as Lyle clutched a metal pipe, aiming for the oven. Lyle, what on earth are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm testing the rules. The rules state that we're not to damage the major assets, yet here I am breaking everything. And so far, nothing's happened. Don't you understand? The rules aren't enforced. Art would have to kill Pandora. He wouldn't have to die by our vote. In the circumstance of the game, rules are to be placed with great restriction, and yet there's no arbiter or custodian or mastermind here to punish us for breaking the rules. So why on earth would we be following the rules in the first place? We thought our lives were threatened since we were trapped by that electrocuting door. Did that ever actually happen?
What do you mean? Of course that happened. Why would I lie about something like that?
You were the only one affected by it. For all I know, Echo, you are the mastermind behind this.
What?
You collapsed in Forte, and his good-natured heart came running to your aid. That collapse could have been entirely fake. Because of that, we were simply trapped in our own fears.
Be that as it may, the fact remains that the door is unarmed and currently barricaded. There can't be no reason for that. Despite Forte's observation, Lyle ignored him. He was completely absorbed in his thoughts. I did some digging. A lot of people ship Lyle and Art. Oh, God.
Art didn't have to die. He didn't die. He didn't have to...
How old are these characters? Because, like, they look a lot younger than usual Danganronpa. And to be fair, Danganronpa, you know, makes them overly sexualized. So they look a bit older than you would think. But these characters, like, look like 14, 15? They look kind of young. He was muttering to himself as his grip tightened on the pipe. Lyle's eyes gleamed with intent. The enraged eyes locked into mine as they dropped the pipe, the metal crushing the glass debris into dust.
I'm not gonna die. Not after him.
Was Lyle and Art, like, were they, like, ever friends? Was that ever established? I don't know. Impeccable timing, an announcement rang through the halls. Danganronpa characters are, like, 16. Okay, technically, they're in a coma for, like, 2 years, right? But, yeah, but, you know, Japanese anime, they make them look older than usual. Usually, like, most Asians, like, when they're, like, 18, they still look 14. Like, I'm like 21, but I probably look like 15, 16, you know? It's now 9 a.m. Hello, and welcome to day 4 of 7. We're nearly halfway there. How exciting. We're already halfway there. How exciting. However, there are far too many people alive right now, and we need to fix that. Don't worry, I did some more digging. Most of them are asexual? What? Ace? Panda Express is gay. I could have a bread wife. Today's false motive question is, do you believe your talent can benefit all of humanity? Yes, as ultimate students at the top of your field, society will expect you to contribute yourselves to the respectable talents of the world as a whole. Upon this question, as we set up a next motion for you all. Coming soon, it's 2 ultimate students everywhere. Whoa! I listened to the announcement best I could, but the rest of the group paid no attention. Instead, they were trying to calm Lyle after his spiel. Lyle, we want to believe too. Believe me. We should put our heads together and come up with a plan instead of wrecking everything.
No, you'll only get in the way.
Lyle pushed through his way through us, leaving the dining hall for the foyer, and Missy gave chase. Missy dies or kills someone in this chapter, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Stop it! Stop following me!
This motive seems very related to her. I want to read that again, actually. How do I... Here we go. Read that again. I'm trying to think. How will that benefit all of humanity? I can see Missy killing Cyrus. Like, I can see Cyrus being like, nope, fuck you. Why is... I don't get the side things. Like, at first I thought, like, maybe, like, the friends. But Cyrus and Echo aren't really friends. Like, Art and Lyle are friends, I guess. But, like, Pandora and... Like, I don't know. It's weird. And, like... Where's Ashley? I mean, I guess. But I really don't know. Like, it would make sense if, like, all of Echo's friends are killed one by one, or like what I would describe as his close friends, and I would describe his close friends as Pandora, Missy, and Ashley. So like one at a time they die. But I don't know. I can see Missy killing Cyrus. I think like it's possible. That's how I feel like it's being set up. Let's go back. Manifesting she's the murderer.
Stop it! Stop following me! I alone will piece together the secrets of this awful killing game, if not the ultimate puzzle master. Cyrus was right. If I don't act now, nothing will get done.
You spoke to Cyrus?
I ran after him this morning in the kitchen. He doesn't concern me in the slightest.
How Cyrus is behaving now, there's no telling what will happen next. You really ought to be careful around him.
Ah!
Lyle ignored Missy's plea and marched into the elevator, slamming the buttons. He turned around and held up his fist with a crumpled piece of paper in it.
I swear, I will find the other person who knows the secrets of this note. That's the only clue Art left me, and damn it, I will do everything that it takes to get to the bottom of this.
Lyle gave us one last parting glare before entering the elevator. Click. I actually want to see if I recognize any of the references. Where's Lyle? Here you go. I want to know what like some of these references are. This is a reference to Zero Time Dilemma. This is a reference to 999. I don't know what the other things are. Like this, I don't know what the other things are. They could just be nothing, but like, if you're gonna reference 2 of the Zero Escape games, I feel like you gotta reference the third one. You have to reference all 3. Are any of these like a reference to Virtue's Last Reward? Like, I don't really remember. Like, it might be this, but like, I don't know. I played the game like over a year ago now. As much as I love the game, I don't really remember it. Like, is this a reference to Virtue's Last Reward? Like, you can't just reference 2 of them. If you're gonna reference Zero Time Dilemma, you gotta reference Virtue's Last Reward as well, right? I don't know. It's weird. Because like, I don't want to look it up because I don't want spoilers, but you know, I want to see what the references are. The elevator closed, leaving the rest of us in a state of bewilderment. With Lyle on edge as it is, a talk with Cyrus sounds like a recipe for disaster.
What do you suppose he's trying to do now?
I can only surmise Lyle might be going to the 3rd floor to scour the area for other students. It's a new location that needs to be turned over after all. Forte and Missy sighed in unison.
Let us hope he doesn't do anything reckless.
But after Forte said that, I heard footsteps at the top of the stairs. Cyrus. Cyrus replied in a nonchalant manner, but his face was different. Okay, now, like, I don't know. Now I really don't know, because, like, they're having a moment where they have a confrontation. I feel like it would be super obvious. If Cyrus dies, it would be like, oh, gee, I wonder who it is. Or if Missy dies, it'll be like, oh, gee, I wonder who it is. Because, like, maybe a third party gets in the way. He's like, no, don't kill him. I believe in Cyrus. And then Missy's like, get out of my way. Psh, kills the third party. I don't fucking know. In the light of day, Cyrus' expression was twisted into something concerning. Missy and Cyrus exchanged fierce looks upon each other, only this time the two of their emotions were catalyzed. I can't even ship Cyrus and Missy, they're both gay. Before we could react, Missy moved swiftly to pursue Cyrus at the top of the stairs. Wait, what are you doing? Ashley went to chase after her, but Missy's firm voice stopped Ashley in her tracks. Don't worry, I'm confident nothing will happen here. I'd like a word with this informant. She announced her vague plans as she arrived at the top of the stairs and forcibly grabbed Cyrus by the arm. Cyrus didn't say a word, rather he made a disgusted face as Missy punched him into the jazz club. She slammed the door in silence and befell the group. Should we be concerned?
Missy had a plan. I had faith she'll carry it out to the execution with the least casualties.
Yeah, Miss Ultimate Tactician probably has some cards up her sleeve. Let's just leave her be. Kenna made another snide remark, but that said, it seemed that everyone was confident that Missy had a plan, seeing as no one went to pursue her. Since there's only 3 chapters, maybe there's a double murder. What if both Cyrus and Missy die? How fucking insane would that be? Oh my god. I hate it here. Why don't we continue the investigation ourselves? Investigation of what? The mansion. We still haven't found a simple way out of this place.
I agree. The 3rd floor opened up last night, so there could be an opportunity to escape. Cannon, would you like to join me? Missy proposed traveling in pairs to protect herself, so if I may.
Sure. In the stern reply, Cannon briskly began escalating the foyer stairs.
Excuse us?
Forte followed suit, which left me and Ashley in the foyer. We should check out the 3rd floor again now that the amenities are open, and hopefully we'll find the other students. Her voice was low. Ashley was pale with worry. There were signs of her friend Silva being here as well, the helmet in his personal room on the 3rd floor. But the fact we hadn't run into anyone for 3 days was cause for concern. I didn't want to say anything, though. Ash, I'm sure we'll find Silva and the others. Ashley's big eyes softened. Thanks, Echo. She gave me a smile once more before starting towards the stairs. I began to follow, but something was tugging at me. Hey, Ash? Should we date? Should we take the gun? Ashley hesitated. Yeah, but then I'm going to use it to kill you, and I don't want to do that. I think we should trust Missy. We should trust everyone. It's ridiculous, though. I mean, trust? It's such a lofty, intangible concept. Who can say whether or not someone will uphold it? Echo, are you saying you won't? What? Of course not. Then there's that. Huh? Missy wants to believe in us. And I'm guessing from our observed behavior during the trial last night, she has no reason to believe any of us are malicious. In fact, one person thinks she's dangerous is Cyrus, and she's dealing with him personally. She placed her trust in us. Now we have to trust each other. It's give and take. I see. Trust. I pondered the concept as I made our way to the 3rd floor. Whee! Upon arriving at the 3rd floor, Ashley and I saw Ken and Forte entering the garage. Ashley herself revisited the door with a Silva school emblem and tugged at the doorknob. Hey, Ashley, should we date? Bang, shoot. Shoot. God damn it. Locked figures. She knocked lightly a couple times, but to no avail. Her eyes were dark. Hey, maybe there's other students we gathered somewhere else in the building. It's a pretty big place. This whole floor was hidden from us for a while back, after all. Ashley snapped out of her trance. Her concerned gaze met mine. Yeah, we'll meet him soon enough. She lightly caressed the door before returning to my side. Well, let's see if we can't find anything on this floor. Ken and Forty just went to the garage, so why don't we check out the other rooms in the meantime? Let's see, the smoke lounge. Let's see what the smoke lounge is. We entered the smoke lounge, a large room with a rustic design. Among the room pairs, the room was connected by the casino by a set of double doors on its right wall. Immediately after entering, we were met with a heavy, ashy odor. I covered my nose to block the smell, but the air itself was thick and suffocating. Echo, are you okay? I'm fine. I just wasn't expecting the air to be so dry. Let's try to make this quick. What kind of group would allow students access to a smoke lounge? It seems irresponsible. What kind of ultimate talent would utilize this room anyway? Who knows? Let's try to take a quick look for some exit and move on. Like ultimate barista, ultimate like chain smoker. I don't know. I glazed upon the room from one to another with a single sweeping look. I glazed over the room? Isn't it gazed? Whatever. It was a decadent-looking set. The leather seating and fine woodcraft tables were cozy. Cozy with an S? I don't know. Each table was housing a small candle for a comforting effect. The far wall had shelves upon shelves of fine beverages locked behind a glass cage with a bar to match the opposite side. It was a highly refined atmosphere overall that felt rather unwelcoming to those of us who didn't indulge in that sort of recreation. I poked around the areas I thought may be suspicious, but didn't really know what to look for. Actually, the ultimate chain smoker sounds like the most dope thing.
Hey guys, I'm the ultimate chain smoker. How you doing? How you doing?
I don't know. Ash seemed to be out of sorts. I want to talk to take her mind off the worries for a little bit. So I suppose that if I did have an ultimate talent, what do you suppose I meant to do with it? Well, help during the trial. That aside, I'm not even sure what kind of practical use it has. Ashley felt quiet, instead focusing attention on investigating the room at hand. At last, we decided to move on. Let's go to the casino. Let's visit the casino. We visited the casino, a dim room with an expensive design. Among the room pairs, this room was connected to the smoke lounge by a set of double doors on its left wall. A casino? I hope it pairs well with a smoke lounge. I guess some sort of ultimate gambler would thrive here, but... I'm not happy. I'm very unhappy about that comment. I'm very unhappy about that. None of them are gonna make it. None of the old kids. I fucking hate Celeste. Like, fucking hell. The Nizumi. I had to go to the casino. I'm guessing you have to go to all three areas. I was watching the Nizumi fucking video essay. Like, this is a while ago. This is like, God, I want to say this was like last year even. I was watching it and just like, you know, Nizumi was talking about like how they loved Celeste as a character and they empathized, and it was like, oh, they have a reasonable motive, and I was like, no, she fucking does. I fucking hate Celeste. God, it was so weird. It was like Nizumi just had like a tangent in DR1 about Celeste and DR2 about Mahiru, and I was like, these are like two characters I don't give a shit about. It was so funny. I feel bad for Mahiru though. I think Mahiru just didn't get a lot of screen time. Anyway. This along with Smoke Lounge seems out of our depth. Who's your least favorite V3 character? That's a really good question. You were 2 for 2 for hitting your favorite. I haven't watched that video essay, so I need to think about that actually. I really need to think about that. That's a really good question. Oh man, I actually don't know. Who is my like? I don't actually hate any of the V3. Like none of them like piss me off as much as Celeste does. Okay, no, I mean other than Tsumugi, but I feel like that's like the basic bitch choice because I feel like a lot of people don't like Tsumugi. Like Kyo as well. I feel like that's also kind of a basic bitch choice. It's not like I don't like Kyo. It's just that he's really fucking weird. I'm gonna have to say Rantaro honestly. Not that you know because he doesn't get screen time. It's just he's the love for the character is so fucking disproportionate. Like he's cool, but it's like he has like such a low amount of screen time. It's like he's cool. He's not that cool, you know. You don't hate Kyo? No, I don't like Kyo, but I don't like. I think Seesaw is funny. Like people are like make fun of Seesaw. And I'm like Seesaw is fucking hilarious. What are you talking about? It's like, is Seesaw really like? Does that really like break people's fuck, what's it called? What's it called? Man, I forgot what it's called. When it's like something's unrealistic to a series, and it's like your sense of I forgot what it's called. Okay, her favorite character was Maki. I'm pretty sure you're safe. Okay, yeah, no, I like Maki. Maki's cool. Okay, Maki's cool. No, I don't like Rentaro. He's probably my least favorite out of the ones that aren't super obvious to hate, like Hio and Tsumugi. Like, no, I dislike Teru more than Mahiru, but like out of the ones that aren't super obvious to hate, it's probably Mahiru that I don't like. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. What's that word? What's that word? Break your immersion? Not immersion. It's the other word for immersion. Oh man. Oh man, what's it called? Break your. Oh man, it's other word for immersion. I'm gonna look it up. What is it? Sense of disbelief. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. That's the one. Sense of disbelief. Like, does Seesaw really break the sense of disbelief? Like, fucking the previous chapter had like a zip line, and the one before that had like a slide. Is like Seesaw really that weird? Like, come on, it's not that weird. Yeah, sense of disbelief. That's what I was thinking of. I always forget that term. I don't know why. It's like one that I bring up a lot, but I also forget it a lot. Sense of disbelief. Yeah, no, I don't know. It more breaks it because he had no reason to. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. He already got one kill. He didn't need a second one. And honestly, that one kill the first one he got, that was Angie, I think. Yeah, it was Angie. It's like there was no evidence. He could have gotten away with it, but he didn't. Anyway, well, we're not here for recreation. Let's see what we can find out. We split up and searched the rows of slot machines that lined up one side of the room, the card tables that occupy the opposite. The slot machines spun listlessly as they sat idly by. The card tables themselves looked rather lonely. No chips or cards adorned the felt. I paced through the room twice over, but didn't spot anything of note. He hates Kaito. No, I fucking love Kaito. What are you talking about? Kaito's awesome. I wanted to try again. Lyle didn't have some trick memorizing different puzzle block parents, could I ask? Yeah, I think there's usually some kind of math involved, so there's that. I can't hate... okay, just going back to the Maki thing. I don't think I can hate Maki just because she has a lot of screen time. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you have a lot of screen time, then you're automatically like, you know, I don't hate you. Just because you're there a lot. I don't know. I'm weird. Finding nothing fruitful of note, we moved to our next location. That was an awful reference. Why Celeste of all characters? Why of all characters? I get because it's a casino. I know why, but come on. We didn't need to reference that. Crossing the third floor hall, we came to the spacious art gallery. Among the room pairs, this room is connected to the garage by a set of double doors on the right wall. It's very picturesque and modern. Yeah, the whole environment is really inviting. Could some kind of exit or clue really be hidden in a place like this, though? I guess we'll find out. The art gallery was situated with a warehouse-style room. The high open ceilings adorned with bright lights gave away to the several painted canvases that decorated the walls. Large colorful work tables were lined up in the center, facing a small stage that held the sculpture for the artist to see. Off to the side was an inset closet stocked with the shelves chock full of supplies. Crazy how your favorite character and second most screen time only behind Monokuma. I never thought about that. You know, I never actually thought about that. Toko is the only character to be a main character in 2 different games. And Byakuya appears, Byakuya appears in 3 of the games. Oh, no, Byakuya appears in all the games. Wait a second. Toko technically appears in... No, she doesn't appear in 2. But yeah. We kept cutting up short in our investigation, shuffling the lengths of this room in silence. I stopped peppering Ashley with the questions pertaining to my talent. She clearly wasn't in any room to address it. Oh, Echo. Ashley sighed. The whole ultimate debacle, such a thing has no bearing on what we've become. You don't need to find any use for the talent. I couldn't tell you what a jockey could do for the future. Was it too much to simply wish for safety? Then in return we must contribute everything in our power to get something so basic? I just thought of a really, interesting thing that they could... they're probably not going to do it, but, what would be really interesting is if you get the survivors of the first game, the survivors of the second game, and I guess the survivors of V3, and you just, you have a new killing game with all the survivors. So it's it's kind of like the quarter quell in the Hunger Games. It'd probably be a simulation or something, because I'm guessing the creators don't want to kill the surviving characters. They want to use them for other stories. Granted, I think Danganronpa is kind of dead right now, but that'd be really cool if they did that. I wish they did that for for 3, the anime. where you get the 6 survivors of the first game, the 5 survivors of the second game, and then like add like 5 more characters, and then they do a killing game. That'd be cool. I wish the project wasn't so instantly utilitarian for our talents. Another heavy sigh. Pandora was something that was on the third day in response to the forced motive question that baking was simply your passion. Sorry, would any of the other characters really kill each other? I mean, probably not, but I mean, like, motives. Like, Monokuma would be like,
I'm gonna kill you all. If you don't do it, I'm gonna kill your family.
I don't know. I don't know what he could do at that point, honestly, because they're already like, so accepting of like, yeah, our lives are fucked. We have hope now. So I don't know. Sorry, the talent assignment is so weird and out of nowhere. To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe in it. I just want to talk to take my mind off. I let the sentence hang. I didn't know where to go from there. Thanks, Echo. We kept looking. Whee! In 3 rooms we visited, they were stocked with a decadent of supply of recreation. But the fact that we could find an exit or any signs of life were cause of concern. Entrapment felt more and more isolated for each discovery. Like, motive would really drive you to murder. Like, a world of shit money isn't gonna do anything. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'll kill all of you. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. There's one more room to check. I wonder if Canon and Forte have established their investigation. No reason not to join them if they haven't. There's a Raincoat game, which I have a theory that the Raincoat game coming out in June is like, it's gonna be like I know it's the same art style as Danganronpa, but like I'm wondering if it's like secretly in the Danganronpa universe. So it's like, we're coming back, Danganronpa 4 coming soon or something like that. I don't know. Because I've seen interviews that the creator really wants to do Danganronpa 4, and it's like, now we're living in a time where, since it's been 6 years since V3, the creator really wants to make another game. So I don't know. I can see the Raincoat game being like a soft restart to the series. That'd be cool. But I really don't know what direction they would go in. Ashley and I entered the garage through heavy double doors. There were any signs of Forte or Canon in the room. There's a murder mystery that gets released with a character looks exactly like Shuichi. That's true. Fuck, what was it called? It was like Process of Elimination or something. Which, like, I don't know if that's playable for, because it looked to be Japanese, but I know Weeby News, like, played it, or watched it, so I don't know. The garage was another warehouse-sized room with a house that housed a large collection of vehicles. Vehicles of various makes and models led into the warehouse with a row of soldiers. The luster of each steel body gleamed proudly under the beams of display lights. A car collection? Huh? I turned around to see Ashley shaking. Is this a joke? Ash? This is kind of some sick joke, isn't it? I went to Ashley's side, which was shrugged away as she stumbled towards a cobalt blue race car. She laid her hands on the hood of the car and stared a hole through the windshield. This is Silva's car. The look in her face was filled with mixed conditions. Oh no. I gripped her shoulders firmly and shook her out of a daze. Ash, snap out of it! Ashley blinked and took a step back, but her head was hanging low. Echo, this is a sign. It simply can't be a coincidence. Can it? Her voice trailed off. It seemed we were in the same conclusion. It was entirely possible that Silva was also captured, made to play a killing game. But she would never want to hear that. Ashley, all these signs must be set up to get a rise out of you. Huh? Think about it. The mysterious group infiltrated the Preservation Project and kidnapped us. They must have known about your fight with Silva and are using it against you, using it to vex you, to motivate you to do something horrible. They're playing mind games with you, Ashley. You don't have to worry about Silva. I woke up in a brand new Bugatti. Holy shit. Just drive the car out of there. I told her these things, but they were all a lie. Even so, I couldn't stand to see her in such despair. Ashley rubbed her eyes and saw her body relax. Yeah, you could be right. She sniffed out a voice of gratitude. Thanks, Echo. What are friends for? I gave her a small hug. I'm gonna step out of the hall for a bit, if you want to keep looking. Oh, alright. I won't be long, then. I won't be long. I let Ashley gather her bearings outside as she gave a garage a brief walkthrough. That's my job. I'm the one with the walkthrough. Not right now, though, but I mean, usually. And surprisingly, I found nothing. Oh god, I thought it was gonna be a body. I found nothing but the dead body of one of my classmates. I left the garage disgruntled and lack of clues to escape. Out in the main hall, I spotted Ashley in the midst of conversation with Missy. Echo, you might want to hear this. Huh? What is it? As you know, I had a conversation with Cyrus. Yeah, that was kind of scary, but I'm glad to see you're all right. Worry not. I'm here in one piece. I wanted to bring your attention to this strange behavior. You see, I have no reason with him. I tried to reason to him, to talk to him from one person to another, but it was almost as if he was exposed. He's been putting on a facade. I'm sorry. It was difficult for me to explain this gut feeling I have about him, but I have my suspicions. Zero said the ultimate charisma wasn't the real Cyrus, but could it really be the other way around? The other way around? What do you mean? I was thinking, when Zero uncovered Cyrus's false talent, revealing his true title, Cyrus's behavior became stilted and insincere. Perhaps charisma truly isn't his talent, but his behavior under that title seemed organic. My apologies. I was just thinking out loud. Although, to see for myself, I wanted to talk some sense into him, but he remained steadfast and stubbornly irksome. If he continues to behave strangely, we might have another tragedy on our hands. I agree. I didn't want to be too hasty, but might I suggest we extract information from him with force. With force? Missy's expression sharpened as she gave it a definitive decision. I could see her eyes glazing through a plan of action. I will use the gun to threaten him into talking. Make no mistake, I have absolutely no intention of firing it, but Cyrus does need to know that. In that case, let me help you. I'll get rope from the climbing center to find him in case he thinks I'm doing something funny. They're gonna Nagito him. Oh my god. Excellent. I was shocked, but Ashley and Missy were both in agreement. Ashley, quickly, let us make preparations and rendezvous here promptly. We mustn't waste time with Cyrus roaming around freely. Ashley nodded. God, they're gonna fucking Nagito him. The three of us ran down the stairs and split up at the second floor landing. Missy continued further down. Ashley and I took a sharp turn towards the climbing center. I was struggling to keep up, but eventually closed the distance between us as she dug through the lockers in search of rope. Isn't this too extreme? It looks harsh, but it's necessary for preventing further killing. The last thing I would want is to not keep an eye on Cyrus, have you get killed, Echo. No single soul is exempt from death. There's no gray area about it. I understand that, but... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Before I could finish, a shot was heard ringing through the air. The shot sounded like it came from above. Missy! She must have encountered Cyrus before us! Ashley wrapped a bundle of rope around her forearm, grabbed my hand once more, and darted up the stairs towards the third floor. God, we didn't even get, like, the free time event thingy. It's not really a free time event, but it's close enough. She stopped me at the foot of the stairs and cautiously looked around the corner at the main hallway. Bang! The sound of another shot exploded in the air. It sounded like it came from the smoke lounge. What's going on? Before I realized what happened, I felt my body move on its own. Ashley had thrown the art gallery's doors open and forced me in. Ash, what on earth are you doing? She slammed the doors between us as I stumbled. Echo, take cover here and don't move a muscle until I get back. She commanded me from the other side of the door as I tried to steady my footing. In my state of dishevelment, I stayed put, not knowing what else to do. I heard her footsteps soften as she put further in between us. Missy! Slam. Bang! A third bang! Oh my god. I was shaking. I hustled towards the door. I couldn't help but fear the worst, attempting to pry the doors open. Clatter, clatter. But the doors wouldn't budge. Upon further inspection, the door had no key. God damn it, a fucking locked room mystery. Okay, whatever. The door had no keyhole or like, in my opinion, in Ace Attorney at least, the locked room mysteries are like the worst mysteries, honestly. They're like the worst cases. In Danganronpa, I can only think of the Sakura one, which is really good, but like, were there any other locked? I don't remember, but like in Ace Attorney, the locked mysteries are the worst. Anyway, upon closer inspection, the door had no keyhole or latch that would help them keep locked. Huh? Locked? How? I looked around hastily for something to help me get out. Oh yeah, the garage is connected to the art gallery. I can leave through there. I ran to the double doors that led to the garage and tugged. Clatter, clatter. But the doors were similarly blocked. Looking again, these double doors had nothing preventing them from being opened. Somehow, both sets of doors have locked. No way! How could this be happening? I gasped, collapsing to the ground at the inexplicable situation I found myself in. Missy! It's possible Missy was out there with a gun. Bang. Confronting Ashley. I felt cold sweat forming on my face. Missy, you asked us to trust you. I couldn't believe how stupid I was for okay, Missy's dead then, right? Missy, like, there's no way they're gonna do Missy the killer, because it's like, oh, I should have trusted you. You shot him. Blah 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 blah. Picked up the gun when I was in the foyer. I should have picked up the gun when I was in the foyer. What if he's already dead, Lamo? Trust. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Are you ready? Footsteps. All right, footsteps from the main hall side of the doors. Lyle, you must be a craving madman if you can run around the building alone.
I'm not doing anything suspicious. I'm doing everything I can to get us out of here, unlike the rest of you. And what were you doing poking around in the third floor personal rooms anyway? How do you even get here?
That is none of your business. I don't know who says what. Right, voices from the main side of the art gallery. I sprung up to the floor and banged on the door inside the art gallery. Hey, whoever's out there, let me out! I hammered on the door until my fist fell through the air. Echo! Say was on the other side of the door, holding a bundle of rope. There's no time to explain! I was falling over myself, running towards the sound of the shots. Everything was blurred as I darted across the hall to the smoke lounge. I threw the door open. Oh god, here we go, guys. Oh fuck. Well. I don't know if it's Missy though. It's like it would be way too obvious if it was Missy though. That's my concern. Like, I don't know. Cyrus is dead. Cyrus' body was laying face up, blood stained his torso and hands. I sharply inhaled and trembled at the sight. Ah! Say shook out a large, small startled response before disappearing in the smoke lounge entirely. I stood rooted in place, fear and confusion paralyzing me. The smoke lounge was in a complete state of chaos as Cyrus's bloody body drew my gaze. Furniture was strewn around, glass cabinets were shattered, and fabric sprinkled the messy floor. My head stung. The miasma of alcohol rushed through my senses, mixed with a thick odor of smoke and metallic scent of blood, creating an awful, nauseating, induced headache. The double doors that connected the smoke lounge to the casino was ajar. A morbid curiosity took hold. I cautiously approached the slight opening. I pushed slowly and... Oh, fuck. It was... Oh, my God. Oh, my... Oh, my fucking God. I'm speechless. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I'm usually never speechless because I know I have the walkthrough for Ace Attorney, but like this is the first time I've been like actually speechless on this channel because this is the first time I came in not knowing anything. Oh my brain. What? What? Oh my God. Huge JPEG. She didn't kill anyone. Okay, I was wrong about that, but like, oh my God. I mean, we don't know that. Maybe she killed Cyrus and then she died herself? Maybe it was a double kill? I don't know. Ashley's body was strewn on the floor, blood straining her hands. All my instincts escaped me and my mind went completely blank. White noise filled my thoughts. I crumbled to the floor beside her, but my hands wouldn't go anywhere near Ashley's body. A slam intruded my gaze. Cannon 40 closing into Ashley's body and voicing their concern, but I heard nothing. My senses were scrambled. The only thing I heard from above the murmur of their voices was... She pulls a Kokichi. Oh my God. The eerie chime indicated,
A body has been...
a body's been discovered in the smoke lounge. You'll be granted a period of investigation, and then will be our class trial. Please accept this generous gift of the special report called the Monokuma file. It will be printed with a digital kiosk and outlines the details of poor lost friend. Your life's dependent on solving the case, so get a crack on. I could feel my whole body shaking. I couldn't take my hands off Ashley's body. The body's cover announcement, and Ashley's body. Did that mean... I heard footsteps approach from behind. Missy crouched beside me and rested her head on my back, lightly shaking me. Echo! Echo! I'm the murderer! Echo, I'm the murderer. I couldn't respond. I sat on the floor shaking, staring. Missy reached past me towards Ashley's body. Missy? It's not Missy, right? Like they wouldn't make it in your face if it was Missy, right? Life moved in slow motion as I tried to connect what I heard outside the gallery to the horrible scene at hand. Missy carefully moved Ashley's hair and gently placed 2 fingers at the side of her neck. Missy, don't you dare touch her! Hello, Henrietta. Daniel's not here right now. I think you're Daniel's classmate. But yeah. She's alive. She's alive? Ashley could totally fucking be the murderer. Ashley could be pulling a Celeste right now. She could be like, "Oh no, I was shot as well. It can't be me." But it was her. Oh my God. Is it actually fucking Ashley? Holy shit. My heart was pumping and I felt new life breathed into me as I processed the revelation. Look, her bracelet isn't neon pink. Her pulse is extremely weak, but Ashley is alive nonetheless. Well, I mean, not for long. She'll be dead, you know, by the end by the end of the chapter, but like, still. Isn't that infirmary somewhere? She needs attention, quickly! I checked the casino kiosk for a map. Kenan swiftly left as the rest of us gazed in astonishment. My stare remained on Ashley's bracelet. Missy was right. It remained the same light rose gold color as mine, unlike when Pandora's turned neon pink. Even if that were the case, what was wrong with her? I searched the infirmary of the kiosk, but it only displays the doors we've been to. Then does that mean there isn't one? No, there is an infirmary, but the infirmary is connected to the classroom. Is there gonna be a third fucking death? My body kicked in action as I sprinted out the casino towards the 3rd floor and slammed the buttons. Echo! I need to get out of here! Take me to the courtroom! I shouted nothing as the elevator doors refused to open. I continued to hit the buttons fruitlessly. Echo, please! I know it may be difficult, but it seems we must investigate in order to gain access to the courtroom. Missy had followed me all the way out here. We wouldn't want to enter the trial without preparing ourselves. Therefore, we must work quickly if we're going to bring Ashley back. Please. I slammed my forehead against the elevator door in defeat. Perhaps, except I am maybe passing out, so I'm giving emotion. Maybe passing out. So I think Daniel had like a rehearsal that lasted pretty late. I don't know if it lasted until 1 a.m. But it's pretty late. So he must. I don't know. He must be hella tired right now. I bet he went like he arrived home like at 10 or whatever. So he must be hella tired. Damn it, Ashley! I let out an immense heavy sigh.
There's a rule against 3 deaths. Well, yeah, but like Ashley didn't die though. That's the thing. She didn't die. She's fine. There were 3 gunshots as well, wasn't there? So there could be 3 deaths. You know. Well, 2 deaths and 1 very injured person. My chest heaved and I felt a breath escape in shaky, broken pieces. I'll do whatever it takes. Henrietta is so sweet. I dragged my feet as Missy and I made our way to the crime scene. We're doing this again. This horrible, horrible thing. Searching for the culprit behind the sickening scene only to put them on the chopping block for the game to continue anew afterwards. The cycle was torturous. Despite that, Ashley was alive. Thanks, nah, I just procrastinated. You guys have fun. I tried to clear my head. Yes, Ashley was barely hanging on by a thread of life, but she was alive regardless. I need to figure out who did this. Someone took Cyrus' life and threatened Ashley. There's no gray area about it. Every fire is a lesson learned. You just have to have a 3rd death. Nah, it's only 2 deaths. Or 1 death, it seems. Dang it, I thought they were going to do 2 deaths. That would have been amazing, though. I still think it's Ashley. It's like, why would she be injured? She was caught in the crossfire. It was going to be Ashley versus Cyrus. And he shot her, but she shot him and killed him. But she was injured. Like, that's got to be it, right? It's going to be like, oh, none of us fit the description except Ashley. Why was she there at the crime scene? I bet that's what they're going to do. Let's take a little break here. I don't know how far in I am because I have a relatively early class tomorrow. It's not super early, but I don't want to stay up too late. Tomorrow, I don't have an early class. I think my class is at like fucking. Actually, I don't really think I have a class. I want to say 3:30. It might be 4 even. Yeah. Oh god, it might be. I don't know. No, yeah. I think like my class on Thursday is like 3 or 4, so I can sleep in. But you know, tomorrow. Well, technically today's already Wednesday. I have a pretty early class, so I don't want to stay too late. But yeah, no, I mean, my suspicion actually did not die. We were all fooled for a good couple seconds. But Ashley's still alive, so that's cool. I like this game, you know? This game's cool. This game's cool as hell. I'm gonna ask one of my friends to check how much is not right now because they're all asleep. Like I'm gonna check how much is longer for this chapter. I'm gonna guess it's like probably like an hour and a half at most. Like it's not too long. This game's nice and short. We're already like over halfway done, I bet. But yeah, it's a nice game. You don't have to go to your class tomorrow. That would be funny if I didn't have class tomorrow, but I do. I have class and a very long rehearsal as well, so I'm gonna get some much needed shut eye. Not right now, but I mean, you know, I'm gonna watch some videos before bed. Probably. Stay here with your lovely, adoring fans. I don't know. You know, this week is Hell Week, but you know, I gotta do some streams to keep sane. I'm gonna do another stream tomorrow, and then probably another one on Thursday. Tomorrow's one will also be short, like about this length. How long have we gone for? Actually, I want to check. 1 hour 15. So yeah, about like 1 hour 30. Tomorrow as well, assuming that so much left is in this chapter. I don't think it's too long. Thursday will be a bit longer because it's Ace Attorney, but it'll also start earlier so that you know you have more time to sleep, and also because a lot of the stress will be gone by then. There'll still be like some stress, but for the most part it'll be gone. So that's nice. I really want to know what this stuff is. Like I really want to know if these are like other Zero Escape references because I fucking love Zero Escape. But like I don't want to Google Lyle Termina and then it pops up Lyle Termina Mastermind. Right, that would be the worst. Can one of you check? Can one of you Google like Lyle Termina Zero Escape? I really want to know what the references are. Like it's bugging me. JPEG is sleeping at a somewhat humanly hour. No, I'm not. I guess I am sleeping. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Da 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 da. Da 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 We stand sleep. Sleep is good for your health. Someone Google what the references are. I want to know. All right, look, this is important to me. What are the references? There's a reference to the game. Oh God, was it Never 17? Which is like, I was surprised that they referenced Never 17. That's something I never thought would ever be like referenced in one of these. So there are some pretty deep cut references, which is pretty solid. I also looked at the Danganronpa Reddit. I typed Danganronpa Lapse, and there wasn't a lot of posts. I was actually kind of surprised, because like the Ace Attorney fan games, they have a lot of like posts, I guess, like reviews and thoughts and like recommendations. But like, despite this being one of the only 3 finished fan games, there's not a lot of posts. Hold on, let me DM you something. Oh, nice. You should make art of like art of art, but like art is like Daniel and Pandora is Shaw. That would be really funny if you made art Daniel and Pandora Shaw. I guess Daniel could also be Forte. That kind of suits him. Or Syra? Nah. No, Daniel is either Art or Forte. Your choice. None of the boys have glasses. Well, yeah, none of the boys have glasses, so it'd be kind of difficult, I guess, to imagine any of them as Daniel, because that's the most iconic thing about his face, is his glasses. But yeah, that'd be funny. Pandora has like Shaw's hair though. It's like brown and kind of curly-ish. Do any ideas? That's too cute. Somehow that'd be funny. I mean, especially because Art killed Pandora, so that'd be kind of funny. Oh man. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. JPEG is Echo Pine. So, okay, my friend said there's about 80 minutes between this and the end of the chapter, so I think that's a good idea. I think we'll end here, and then we'll do the rest of the chapter tomorrow. I know it's kind of anticlimactic, but you know, I don't want to die tomorrow, because like tomorrow is like the one with the really bad teacher, so I don't want to deal with that. While also sleepy. I'd rather. I also have to be early because like if you're like 2 minutes late, he will like kick your ass. Like he is so passive aggressive and toxic, it's ridiculous. Like you can't be late, dog. You can't be late. No spoilers, I promise. Check your DMs. It's about Lyle. Okay, let's see. Oh! Oh my god. Is that your turn to die? I didn't realize. Okay, because I haven't like I've listened to the Pixel Partners play it, but I wasn't like watching the. It's hard to explain. Like I listen to it like a podcast, I guess. So I don't really see the visuals. But is that from Your Turn to Die? God, that's cool. That's actually really cool. I like that. That's a good reference. Eats your prof. Yeah, you can do that. That'd be good. Kill my prof. I mean, don't do that because you get in trouble. But like, you know, make him disappear. He was like not there for like 2 Wednesdays, because like it's a Wednesday class. He wasn't there 2 weeks ago, and he wasn't there 1 week ago, and it was like genuinely super nice and relaxing. So hopefully he's not here this week, because this is the last class I have with him. So if he's not here tomorrow, or technically today, if he's not here later today, then that would be amazing, because then I would go a whole month without seeing him. That'd be the best thing ever. But yeah, that's not likely though. I think he's gonna show up, and I'm gonna be sad. I hope he doesn't, but it's unlikely. My class is chilled. I complain about it a lot, but they're super chill. But yeah, no, I think for the most part, I'm gonna stop here. But oh no, I will answer a few Danganronpa. I'll talk a little bit about the Danganronpa games, because why not? Why not? Just for a little bit. What do I not like? I think Nagito and Kokichi are extremely overrated. I think they are super overrated. Like when I played both those games, well, okay, when I played 2, I was like, that's it. That's all he's doing. He's just a crazy boy. That's it. I thought there'd be more to him. And like he's like cool, I guess, but he's like, I like Makoto more. Like Makoto is I don't know. It's like he's like, oh, he's an improvement of Makoto. I'm like, no, I like Makoto more. He's cooler. Kokichi, I kind of get it because he's like crazy and like he has crazy fans, the Kokichi Kinnies or whatever. But like I get it more, but it's still overrated. I feel. Have you played the talent plan in V3? A little bit of it. There was like little bit. I actually can play it right now. I have, because it's not available for Mac, but I did play Danganronpa V3 on my iPad, which is actually like not that bad. You think it would be more frustrating, but it's actually not that bad. Playing it on the iPad, so I could actually use that to pass the time, honestly. But no, not really. Like I know there's like a Love Hotel or something like that, which is like kind of iffy, but like it's fun. Also, you don't play as Kaede, which I want to do because Kaede is cool. Kaede should have been the main character. I know that's such a cold take, but like she's cool. I like her. Whose character you're very neutral about? You don't love or hate them. Nagito. Hajime. I don't know. Like Kyoko, honestly. No, the anime, as much as I don't like the anime did help me like some characters. Like I didn't like Kyoko or Chiaki until not that I didn't like them. I was neutral on both of them, but then when I saw the anime, I was like, okay, I get it now. They're cool. I like Kyoko. I like Chiaki. They're cool. It was only until I saw the anime that I was like, in hindsight, they're cool. Salmon Run is what you're thinking of. Oh right, yeah, Dangan Salmon or whatever. That's right. The Talent Plan is the board game. No, I actually haven't played that. Maybe I'll try it out. I can't try it out on stream because it's not for computers, sadly. But I can do it on my iPad. If I can somehow connect the iPad to the computer, then that would be cool. I know Daniel has a way to do that. I'll figure something out. But yeah, no, that'd be cool. See some V3 content on the channel, even though I think the sad reality is that we're not going to do V3 because Sha is going to go to the military in August, and we would love to play with her, so yeah. And also, it's just super long. It's like 5 sessions per chapter. That's like insane. Like that would take 30, at the minimum 30 sessions to complete the game. That is really fucking long. And like I know Persona is like longer, and we're planning on Persona, but like I feel like I don't know. It's like 30 for like a murder mystery kind of game is like that's a bit much, I feel. So yeah, V3. You're gonna wait? Are you serious? No, that's Danganronpa S, isn't it, Fen? That's Danganronpa S, right? With the beach, where they're all on the beach. You're planning on Persona? Yeah, we're insane. Not us, not the 3 of us, because Sha will be gone by then. But me and Daniel, we've actually talked about doing Persona 5 specifically. Like, I don't know if we'll like it, because it's not really a game we've tried before, but, we're thinking about it. Like, it will take a very, very, very long time, but to be fair, we do have a very, 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 very long time. So why not? We're not doing anything. Like, because originally, like, I was worried that Daniel might move to, like, a different country, and so we can't do it anymore, because time zones and, adjusting to new life. But, like, Daniel's not moving, so we have at least 1 more year where we can stream. So we're like, yeah, fucking Persona. It's going to take a long-ass time, right? We have a long-ass time. A lot more gameplay than dialogue. That's true. As much as I love voice acting, I think that, once Shaw's, like, out of the picture, we're going to play games with a little less voice acting because, like, it's draining. And when it's only 2 of us, it's not nearly as fun, right? Like, Your Turn to Die, 2 and 3, there's a lot of voice acting from like actual actors, so we won't have a lot to do other than experience the story. Like those kinds of games are probably what we're gonna do going forward. So who will voice who in what? What are you talking about? In what? I'll probably if it's just me and Daniel, I'll probably voice the girls because that's he's not good at girls. And like I'm like pretty decent at girls, so maybe I could take them.
Because I can do like all sorts of voices, and it only destroys my throat a little bit.
Oh man, I don't know I know there's Morgana and Joker, but like that's all I know. I don't know anyone else, so I'm going into it blind as well. I hope JPEG voice. I don't know who that is. Doesn't Matthew Mercer voice some characters in that? Yeah, I think the schedule right now is that we're gonna finish Spirit of Justice, hopefully quicker than the pace we're going. Then we'll do Danganronpa 2. Dig Gumshoe before we end. Wee! I haven't seen Gumshoe in such a long time. I'm so sad. We're gonna do Spirit of Justice. We're gonna finish Spirit of Justice. We're gonna do a bit quicker. Like we've gone like an okay pace, but I think we're gonna go a bit faster in the next month. Then we're gonna do Danganronpa 2. Then we're gonna go on break. Well, I will go on vacation. I think Daniel and Shaw might do Your Turn to Die, but I don't know. That's like completely up in the air. It's also just not done yet again, so it's like I don't know, cause like we want to play it, but at the same time it's not done. Like it's almost done. Like I heard. You know what? Why don't I Google that right now? When is Your Turn to Die coming up? Like that's a game I really want to play with a gang, but it's like I don't know. And then definitely, after Your Turn to Die, we're gonna go on a small break because Shao will have to go then, and then it will be me and Daniel for the rest of time, aka the next like probably like year or 2 or 3. And we're probably gonna do the Zero Escape games, Zero Escape 2 and 3. No, we're definitely gonna do Zero Escape because like he fucking loves Zero Escape and I fucking love Zero Escape. It's Virtue's Last Reward and Zero Time Dilemma. After that, then probably AI Somnium Files. And then we're gonna go on a probably year-long journey playing Persona 5, which is gonna take forever, but I mean, fuck it. You know, fuck it, why not? We got time. Because like we didn't know if we had time, but now that we know we have time, it's like yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's play Persona. Will you ever continue VA? I mean, yeah, probably. I think the concern was that it's not really a game for 3 people, but since Shao won't be there anymore, like, we can do it when it's only 2 of us. So, yeah, probably. Again, I'm probably going to voice all the fucking girls, but I mean, whatever, it's fine. It's fine, we deal with it. I'll watch every Persona 5 episode. Matthew Mercer, GOAT, exactly. I think Matthew Mercer is the only character in the big 3. He's in Ace Attorney, Zero Escape, and Danganronpa. He's Nayuda in Ace Attorney. I forgot his name. He's the weirdo. Toa, I think. Yeah, Toa in Danganronpa, and he is a character that I don't know if I should say his name in Zero Escape. I don't know if I should say his name. I can say his name. His name is Sigma. Sigma male. He's in all 3. I think he's the only one who's in all 3. No, Wendy Malik's in all 3 as well. She's Athena Sykes, she's Clover, and she's Akane, and also Mew. So that's cool. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool that you have some people who are in the big 3. Because I feel like for to be in the big 3, it's kind of hard because Ace Attorney is such a small group of people. Because like they just say like objection, and that's it. But yeah, no, there are people who are in the big 3, and that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, no. Yeah, so 2023 is probably gonna look like Apollo Justice, Dual Destiny, Spirit of Justice, Danganronpa 2, maybe Your Turn to Die, and then we'll go into the Zero Escape games and the AI Somnium File games, and then for 2024 it'll be Persona. God, it sounds like a lot because it is, but like we have the time to burn, so why not? We have the time. It won't be nearly as often as we are now. Like it won't be 2 sessions, like 2 or 3 sessions a week. It'll probably be like 1, maybe 2 shorter sessions a week. But that's still a lot, right? That's still like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. And plus, now that we're like, there's one less person to discuss with and one less person to wait on because Discord lag with the share screen is really frustrating. It'll probably go significantly faster. I feel like when we did Zero Escape, it was a lot faster than when we have 3 or 4 people, right? So I feel that like yeah, it'll be less content, but it'll also be faster. So I don't know. Like here, I can breeze through the fucking Danganronpa games, or this game in like an hour and 15 minutes. Well, to be fair, it is a short game, but it's also because like as I'm seeing the text, I can say it as it's appearing. Right, when there's Discord delay, there will always be like a 3-second delay, and it really does build up, which is not good. Which is not good. Shah's leaving. We have 999 in Persona 5. JPEG likes to make me sad and happy. Base Persona 5 or Royal? Probably Royal. Like if we're gonna play Persona 5, we're gonna commit to it. We're gonna play like the full one, We're gonna play the full one. Raincoat is. Oh fuck! I forgot about Raincoat. Like that game. Like if you don't know what it is, look it up. Like I want to play that really badly, but it's like I don't know if it's in our schedule. That's the problem. Like there's so many other things that we have to play. I forgot. Fuck. Paranormicide. That's coming soon as well. Paranormicide's coming on Monday. Actually, me and Daniel are gonna play it on Monday. That's gonna be like our Shaw-less series before Shaw leaves. because her schedule is kind of busy in May and June, so we don't really waste time. So whenever me and Daniel have like nothing to do, or like Shaw cancels on us, or Shaw like has a week where she can't really play too much, then we'll do Paranormal Sight. So yeah, we'll have 2 games at the same time. We'll have Paranormal Sight and Spirit of Justice at the same time pretty soon, so that's exciting. What's the schedule for this week again, just to make sure? So the schedule is tomorrow I'll finish this chapter. Also, I like how we're looking at Lyle here. Tomorrow we're gonna do this chapter, right? Thursday we're gonna continue Ace Attorney. Thursday and Sunday we're gonna continue Ace Attorney. Monday we're gonna start Paranormal Sight, and then after that it's we'll see after that. But the reason why we can do this is because at the end of this week, me and Daniel will have a lot more free time to do stuff, like a lot more free time. Not that we're lazy or anything. It's just the doors will open, right, for us to just chill. So for May and June and probably July as well, we'll just do as much as we can, because we got fucking nothing better to do, especially in the nighttime, because we're losers and we have no friends. That's a joke. We have friends. Any favorites from this game? I'm gonna be honest, not really. Lyle is cool. Missy's cool. Lyle's cool because he has references and his name is Lyle. Lyle's just a cool name, Missy's also cool because she's like I don't know, she seems like the Byakuya / Rei kind of character. Who's like mean, but she's not mean. She's cool though. And I think she's probably gonna be the Kyoko of the game, because I don't think it's gonna be Ashley. I think Ashley's gonna be the murder. Pinora was cool while she lasted though. Art was kind of lame. He was whatever. Say's kind of whatever. She exists. Kanon's kind of whatever. Echo's cool. I actually like Echo. He's kind of basic, but he's cool. Forte's fine. I bet he's the mastermind. He's literally doing the Phantom of the Opera thing, so it's like, come on. It's like he's the puppet master behind the scenes. Cyrus was cool while he lasted. He was okay. And yeah, Ashley's probably gonna be the murder. I love picking favorites in games by spinning a wheel and going with it. I got someone who survived in every single Danganronpa. You make JPEG spin a wheel. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I don't have a second monitor though. That's the problem, because I don't want to. Okay, fuck it, doesn't matter. Spin a wheel. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Oh god. Okay. Let's see if I can. What cache should we? Let's do the. Does anyone have a copy paste thing where I can copy paste every single Danganronpa character? Lyle's the best character in the game. I agree. Lyle's pretty cool. Does anyone have a easy way to copy paste every single Danganronpa character? Because I don't wanna manually do it because I'm lazy. Because it's a lot of characters. It's 48. 16 times 3. 48 characters. Goddamn. God, OBS with one monitor is so difficult. I do not recommend. I recommend if you want to get into streaming, you gotta have a second monitor. Oh god. Okay. Wow. Why is it so flat? What the heck? Like this. Okay. I guess. Oh, it's flat because the tab is flat. I'm stupid. There we go. There we go. Let's fix it. Oh my god. What the heck? Do 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 do. Hello. Hello. Goodbye, Henrietta. Sleep now. Have fun. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's 2 a.m. Don't be lazy. I'm sure there's a list somewhere. No, give me a list. I don't want to type them all. Okay, I'll do the first cast, even though I think Game 1 has the best characters, Game 2 has the best story, and Game 3 has the best trials, right? Game 1 characters, they're super solid. Game 2 story, super solid. Game 3, the mysteries and the actual murders and stuff, super fucking solid. Except maybe the finale of Game 3, but I mean, I still enjoyed it just because it's a what the fuck. Okay, let's see if I can even name them off the top of my head. Okay. Aoi, Byakuya, Toko, Hifumi, Taka, Mondo, Makoto, Celeste, Kyoko, Yasuhiro, what's her name? Fuck. Mukuro, Junko, Chihiro, Sakura. Is that everyone? Leon, Sayaka. I think that's everyone. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. My new favorite Danganronpa character will be... Who's going to be my new favorite? It's going to be... Well, it's fate, guys. It's fate. It's fate. It's fate. It's fate. You can't mess with fate, guys. That's just how it is sometimes. You know, that's just how it is. Well, that's one way to end the stream. Alright, guys, that was lovely. I'm gonna go now. Night, everybody. Toko is my favorite character, and she always will be.